Good evening, sir. If at first I'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Kavar Karwan, and my partner, his name is
hastyar ibrahim.
and our presentation is about Kurdish poetry dataset on database. And at first we have a Kurdish poet complement, dataset title and scope. The comprehensive bilingual index of Kurdish poetry is a database of 100 famous Kurdish poets and lyricists and writer and from different search units and contain information about their lives, about their books and lectures and the genre they worked on in two different languages.
And the second one is orthographic alignment. This one, the collection shows the names of Kurdish poets and writers in both English and Kurdish. It includes Sorani and Kurmaj writing systems and records their most famous works.
And we have AI augment context. It was designed to test and improve cross-language. It was named entirely recognition (NER) model to help machine translate system better handle to non-standard region Arabic-based script because we don't have that much information about Kurdish poetry.
Then we have addressing algorithmic gaps in cultural NLP, natural language processing. The first one is cultural preservation is a lot of ancient poetry and historical manuscripts are at risk of being lost. By digitalizing this text, we save important language data that has existed for centuries. This process makes ancient cultural knowledge readable and accessible to modern AI system, ensuring it isn't forgotten in the digital age.
Named entity recognition. It provides NER. It provides reliable culture data from trained NER models, helping them correctly identify poets and their work without confusion between languages.
Then the third one is unfired script alignment. The dataset reduced translation errors between Sorani and Kurdish by helping computer system understand both writing system correctly.
And we have semantic search optimization. The data set allows search system to find the correct different spelling of their name because we don't have a lot of data, so we should correct every single data about it.
Then we have dataset compilation and alignment workflow. The first one that we have, the first step is poet curation. We start by collecting detailed information on 100 famous Kurdish writers and poets to make sure the dataset is well-rounded. We gathered names from different historical eras ranging all the way from the traditional classic poetry to modern literary works.
And then we have work attribution, checking and verification. Major lecture work as such like Ahmadi Khani Mamuzin, like showing that Mamuzin is belong to Ahmadi Khani and Nal's Diwan, that not letting that Diwans get in trouble about it, like Nali Diwanis belong to Nali, using Trust Middle Eastern lecture database to have the most and the best data about them.
And the third step is orthographic mapping. Linked authors' names in English with their correct Kurdish spelling and check them for accuracy in Sorani and Kurmanji.
And we have a normalization export. Clean the data set by removing duplicate, fixing spelling difference and saving the information in CSV and JSON files.
Then we have data integrity and academic license guidelines. The first one is sourced from public records. All information comes from trusted public sources such as historical records and archives and libraries. No private personal data is included.
Then we have academic fair use standard, complete strict for non-comical education, student culture, NLP model violation, and digital language test provision.
The third one is respectful historical attribution. We took great care to respect the original writers, poets, and the native culture by properly attributing the work. This project actively helps keep old regional scripts and dialects alive, ensuring they are accurately represented in modern technology.
And we have CC BY 4.0 attribution license. The dataset is freely available under a Creative Commons license, so researchers can share and use it for Kurdish NLP research to do a research more comfortable, to do it having more information.
Then we have structured database schema that contain poet names and native script in Kurdish, notable poetry works, and what's the genre of notable poetry works. For example, first one in English we have Ahmadi Khani, and it's also written in Kurdish like this, and the notable poetry works of Ahmadi Khani is Mamuzin, for example, and the genre tag of it is classical Kurmanji, and we have it for the others, for example, Nali, Sherkobekis, Duldar, and Bakhtiar Ali.
Then we have scope, boundaries, data set, constraint, dialect, representation, bias. Most of the dataset constraints is Sorani and Kurmanji. Other Kurdish dialects like Goran and Haurami have a fewer entirely. We don't have that much information about Haurami and Goran in the AI, even in our real life, so it's harder to correct up.
Then the second one is selective canon compendium. It includes the most famous and significant works for each poet, not their complete collection of books and poems.
And we have text-only limitation. The dataset is made for language process and text analysis. It does not include audio recording or speech data. It's about their self and their books, not about audio reading their or saying audio recording their books.
And finally, we face historical script description. When dealing with manuscript, you often find the different publisher over the years have spelled words differently. Because of this, the original text in our dataset may still contain small spelling variation depending on which historical version was used. And thank you, sir.